You're watching the ACC on ESPN. Krzyzewskiville outside, craziness inside. Historic Cameron Indoor Stadium where Virginia and Duke meet for the only time in the regular season this year, with the ACC tournament of the postseason fast approaching.
Going to need poise and a solid start for Tony Bennett to feel comfortable.
They opened this building in 1940, a 36-27 win over Princeton. Jacob Groves back in the starting lineup today for Virginia, which has Beekman controlling, searching for Groves and giving it to him in the dying moments of the shot clock as Groves elevates and scores. No Caleb Foster, who is out for a second straight game with a right foot injury. And there is Mark Mitchell getting to the line. A chance for three on the opening Blue Devil possession. He tries to get post position on Jordan Minor. He ducks inside. He misses. He grabs his own rebound and scores.
That's big. I like the initial surge.
And Duke has a quick numbers advantage here. Minor comes back to defend. Filipowski has the switch on Beekman and takes advantage.
Every team in college basketball is better off of a made shot when you get your defense back and get set.
They may be dramatically so, though. The slowest tempo team in America. And they get a basket from Ryan Dunn on the lob from Reese Beekman.
And the landscape has since changed, where it's going to get even harder for a place like UVA that maybe isn't the traction that some high-level transfers want. I think it's going to be a challenge for Tony Bennett. Like, how you play has become one of your greatest recruiters.
He missed two, in fact, and Beekman nearly had a third assist. Filipowski against the freshman Blake Buchanan. Terrific find for Proctor.
All set up by Mitchell cutting. Like, this is a good find by Philip. There's the cut, right? Look at the defense. Freezes. You cut across the face of a defender. They can't help but to at least watch you. It's like the beehive effect in micro mini soccer. They just follow the ball.
They've had problem establishing a lineup, and John Shire said establishing role definition.
Yep.
Filipowski going to work on Buchanan, and he muscles it in with a left. An early six for Filipowski.
And Kyle Filipowski, I don't know if you would have said this last year, but he's been the physical aggressor here. Coach K court, the dominance over the last few decades, and you're not just playing against the players on the floor. It's almost like you're playing against the history of players that have come before these guys, and I think that all adds to what makes this place special.
John Shire has been playing much bigger the last couple of games without Caleb Foster. As Filipowski on the deck, squirted it to Roach. Little tic-tac-toe with Stewart.
Well, let her fly. They go in. Good luck.
Stewart,
nice.
Terrific find. Filipowski's got 13, and Sean Stewart playing really good minutes, a freshman in the first half.
This on the game. It's been a master class. You can play to individual strengths, and it's really tough to cover. And even Ryan Young getting after it down low in the row. Wow, man. Wow.
With tenths of a second remaining on the shot clock. This is game 151 in the career for Ryan Young. And he hasn't played a ton this season, but you think he'll be a big part for them down the stretch, right? It was big right there as he gave it to Mitchell for the easy two. In a sea of waving hands.
What about Andy Katz, who's right in front of him?
Look out, Filipowski! And here's one of them from Kyle Filipowski.
You got really excited about this one. I almost was talking through it. How about the windmill? Kyle Filipowski.
They're 4 for 22. He's hit 2 field goals. He's assisted the other 2. Here's Dunn. Dunn gets free. A screen for Buchanan, and Ryan Dunn smashes the first Virginia field goal.
He's going to be the guy that it's not really going to get passes taken away. He's going to be able to get the catch. Not 15, 18 feet, but if they're sagging, it's going to lead to a close.
Look, even if Virginia's down big, and even if their odds of winning this game are insurmountable as McNeely hits a 3, the second half really matters because the net takes margin of victory into account.
College basketball is going through the process of learning how to win year in, year out, especially with the portal and NIL.
Virginia, a couple of fouls to give. Roach will get stuffed by Beekman, who spikes it out of bounds with 1/10 of a second to go. Rarely do they see a half like this. A 3 for the corner is good for Proctor, and Duke starts the second half where it left off of the first.
Nothing to lose at this point.
Mitchell inside against Minor. Position for Mark Mitchell, and he's the third Blue Devil into double figures.
Something you have to adjust to throughout the course of the season.
Here's a steal off the hands of Dunn into the hands of Roach. Here comes Proctor with a jam.
Defensive end, they're able to make things happen, including this, right? Breakout plays, easy dunks at the rim, go get your defense set.
And I appreciate your perspective on this, there's fun, there's safety. Can we do both at the same time? I think we can, as Dunn stuffs it in and gets Virginia back within 21. People's opinions have changed a week later. When it happens in the moment, people have a tendency to react. And can we think about this? Can conferences think about this? Can schools put together a plan as Filipowski finishes?
I would love to be the team that says, yeah, we expect to win, but the reality is I played basketball for Penn State, so.
That's not nice, but it is true. Filipowski finishes again. He is dominating this front line.
Well, Beekman has tremendous instincts. He's also been very well coached, and that's a great find for McNeely in transition. UVA does not get a lot of transition baskets, and they're going to take a timeout to kind of control this thing, slow it down a little bit, down 22. And I think that's something that the Duke program still showcases.
Turn around for Proctor, boy. Duke has hit some open shots, and Duke has hit some contested shots. You strike me as more of the equestrian type.
Yeah, totally.
Murray is completely smothered. Filipowski knocks it away. That is a shot clock violation. You talked to Shoot Around about how hard it is to guard the flare screen, rescreen. Yes. Virginia does so well. We haven't seen them have a lot of success tonight with it.
I think part of it's, wow, McCain. They're going to count it.
Young going to work on Groves, back rim, and it's up for grabs. It's saved by Blakes. Stewart smothered and rejected by Jake Groves. Hubbard, every time he touches the ball, they're going to lose their minds in the Cameron Crazies. Here's Young into the body of Groves. Young finds Stewart. He finds the rim ferociously. One more time.
I mean, this is just pure vert. You know,
what a win this is for Duke.
It is.
And what a statement of intent going into the final week of the regular season. 73-48 the final.